Welcome to Scrapple TV.
Hi, welcome to Creepy Basement. I'm Joe Pincushion, and this week we have Natalie Jean, the talented actress and producer from The Cemetery and Crossbearer. Thanks for coming to my Creepy Basement.
No
So
problem.
nice to have you here.
I love basements.
Yeah.
I end up in them a lot. So,
So for those that might not be familiar with your work, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am an actress and a stuntwoman, and become a producer as well in the last couple of years.
People know you from Crossbearer.
I know this is your first time, so you're probably a little nervous.
We're gonna do the sale, you girls are gonna give him a show, and then we're getting out the door.
It's kind of an intense movie. There's some humor too, but it's pretty dark. It was actually supposed to be a lot more humorous, and it became dark.
I don't know how you can make a guy killing women and people in the name of God funny. I don't know how that can get a little...
The director, Adam Ahlbrandt, one of his main influences initially was a movie called Slumber Party Massacre. So he has a lot of influence with 80s slashers, and it was initially going to be called Strip Club Slaughter, and it really was just supposed to be a kind of one-off silly thing, and it turned into this entirely different beast, and it became really dark in tone, mostly because we were shooting in these really bad conditions, and we just sort of went with that feeling, because I think it's, especially on the indie level, it's best to utilize what you have in front of you instead of trying to fight against it. So to try to have made that movie funny after we were dealing with the things we were would have been bad news.
It kind of just grew into its own thing as you guys were making it. And
did.
also The Cemetery, you're in that and you produced that as well. Some people would say, and I'm asking as a girl, some people would say that these films are really misogynistic and that it doesn't, glorify women. As a woman that's in the film and also a producer of the film, what do you want to say to people about that?
There's actually a lot of really strong female empowerment undertones to both movies. If you look at the fact that the characters that you meet at the beginning, they're not just stupid bouncing, giggling strippers. They're struggling. You're seeing facets to these people, and the heroes of the story are all female. The villain is a guy he thinks God is channeling through him.
O loving Lord, guide my hand, that I may purify this earthly paradise for your great return.
And they're trying to defend themselves against that. And with The Cemetery, I play the main villain. So the female character in the movie is brutal, and I love that. And I guess some people would take offense to that. I personally see that as something that's very empowering, and it's just fun.
And you were a ballet dancer. You're a trained professional dancer. How does a ballet performer go from, ballet to horror movies and stunt films? That's my ballet. That's what I think.
Ballet.
That's basically what it is, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I was a dancer and a model before anything else, and my modeling agency would make me go do background work and stuff for shows, and that's how I found my way into film. I was on stage most of my life, only dancer, a little bit of theater, but I was never really on screen. I did a couple little things, but I only started working in film about 5 or 6 years ago.
So where else can we find you on the internet?
You can find me anywhere on the internet as the Natalie Jean is where, if you just put that into Google, I'm the only one that comes up.
Because you are the Natalie Jean.
Clearly. I mean, it says it right in the name, so.
Well, thank you so much for coming to my Creepy
course.
Basement. I know you felt very at home here.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely having you.
Yeah, if you guys want to work out a little chasing down here or something, I'm
You want to
game.
chain me to a wall and beat me with a hammer?
We can switch off.
Yeah,
That's cool.
okay.
All right, let's do that.